Hey everyone, welcome back to the Oncology Mythbusters, the series where we debunk common cancer myths with real science-backed information. Today, we're tackling a myth that's incredibly persistent and, honestly, one that I encounter often in my own practice. Does eating sugar cause cancer, or does it feed cancer cells? It's an easy myth to believe. It seems logical. Cancer cells need more glucose, so cutting out sugar might seem like an easy way to starve cancer, right? Well, the truth is a lot more nuanced than that. Today, I'm going to break down why sugar isn't the enemy when it comes to cancer, and how this myth can actually harm if we let it guide our eating habits. In fact, I had a patient the other day with metastatic lung cancer. She was undergoing treatment, and we were talking about managing the side effects. One of her biggest concerns was her diet. She had been losing a lot of weight, which is common with cancer and its treatments, but she was struggling to maintain her weight because she was afraid of eating sugar. Somewhere along the way, she had heard that sugar would feed her cancer and was making her hesitant to eat enough. This is a real-world example of how this myth can do harm. My patient was already fighting an uphill battle against cancer, and on top of that, she was depriving herself of much-needed nutrition due to a fear of sugar. So let's dig into why this belief doesn't hold up scientifically, and why it's important to focus on a balanced diet rather than cutting out specific foods. The belief that sugar feeds cancer cells likely originates from a scientific concept called the Warburg effect. Back in the 1920s, scientist Otto Warburg observed that cancer cells consume more glucose than normal cells. But here's the catch. While it's true that cancer cells use more glucose, so do all rapidly growing cells in the body. This doesn't mean that eating sugar will fuel cancer growth any more than it fuels the rest of your body. Cancer cells will find a way to get glucose no matter what you eat. Even if you cut sugar completely, your body will produce glucose from other sources like proteins and fats through a process called gluconeogenesis. Your body needs glucose to function. It's a fuel that powers your brain, muscles, and organs. For someone undergoing cancer treatment, this is especially crucial. Treatments like chemotherapy and radiation are taxing on the body. Maintaining a proper balance of nutrients, including glucose, is essential for keeping up your strength and helping your body heal. This brings me back to my patient. She was losing weight rapidly, not because of the sugar she feared, but because her body wasn't getting enough calories. Period. Cancer patients need calories and nutrients to keep up their energy levels and help their immune system recover from treatment. When you deprive your body of carbohydrates and sugar out of fear, you're also depriving it of the energy it desperately needs. Let's address the core of the myth. Does eating sugar cause cancer? No, there's no direct evidence that sugar itself causes cancer. It's important to differentiate between the sugar intake and overall diet. High sugar diets correlate with unhealthy eating habits, weight gain, and obesity. And that can increase the risk of developing certain types of cancer like breast, colon, and endometrial cancers. But this has to do more with excess weight and inflammation, not sugar directly. So if you're someone who enjoys sweets, it's not the sugar itself that's the problem. It's the larger pattern of your diet. A balanced approach with limited intake of processed foods and excess sugars is key. Let's dig a little deeper into how cancer metabolism works. While it's true that cancer cells take up more glucose than normal cells, this doesn't mean that you can starve cancer by eliminating sugar. Your body still creates glucose from other sources if needed, so it's impossible to completely cut off the energy supply. In fact, completely avoiding carbs or sugars can lead to nutrient deficiencies. For cancer patients, this can be especially harmful. Like in the case of my patient, she needed more calories to maintain her weight and energy levels during treatment. Restricting certain food groups can weaken your body's ability to heal and recover, making the treatment process harder. So what's the real takeaway? Instead of focusing on sugar as the enemy, the goal should be to maintain a balanced, nutritious diet. Diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins are what we should aim for. These provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can support your immune system and help your body fight cancer. In fact, many foods with natural sugars like fruits are loaded with cancer-fighting compounds like antioxidants and fiber. Cutting them out of your diet shouldn't mean you're missing out on important nutrients that can actually help lower your cancer risk. Let's return to my patient. After we discussed the science behind sugar and cancer, she felt more confident about including a wider variety of foods in her diet. We worked on ways to maintain her weight and strength, focusing on balance rather than fear of sugar. And that's what I want to emphasize to all of you. When it comes to nutrition during cancer treatment, it's not about eliminating specific foods, but about nourishing your body to support its fight against cancer. So let's put this myth to rest. Sugar doesn't feed cancer, and it doesn't cause cancer. The real focus should be on a balanced diet that supports your overall health and helps you maintain strength during treatment. If you're concerned about your diet or your nutrition during cancer, talk to your healthcare team. They can help guide you to make the best decisions for your unique situation. Thanks for tuning in to the Oncology Mythbusters. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more episodes.